hopefully here to give us some answers is Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Meuser. Great to see you this morning, Congressman. So as you know, Senate Republicans trying to buy more time, avoid the shutdown pain with another short-term funding bill, but Chuck Schumer already opposing it. Will you support another CR in the House? And are you surprised the Democrats are willing to shut down DHS agencies for leverage again?
Hi, Charlotte. Good morning to you. I would certainly support another couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks CR. I mean, of course, look, FEMA's going to lose its funding. CBP's not going to be being paid. The Coast Guard's not going to be being paid. TSA's not going to be being paid. Look, a very serious offer was delivered to the Senate Democrat leadership this morning and last night from the White House, and they're really not considering it. And the point behind this is, let's deliberate, let's get this right, let's gain cooperation, let's do some common sense provisions within this new bill that they're pushing for, and let's not shut down the government, and let's actually do something that improves the situation from everyone's standpoint. I mean, we're good with the body cams, we're good with the added training, but we also need cooperation when an illegal criminal is in a jail. Don't make the groups have to go out and find them because these sanctuary cities let them go. Let's go into the jail and get them there. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Common sense. You'd think that would be it. All right. So speaking of common sense, House Republicans got a win yesterday, successfully passing the Save America Act. Now, of course, it heads to the Senate, where it faces a not very bright future. Speaker Mike Johnson's confident, but Democrats, they call it racist and misogynistic to show an ID to vote. Do you think this ever gets to President Trump's desk?
Mark, I got to tell you something. This one outraged me. I really believed. Again, they put politics well above policy and people, but I believed we'd get 20, 30, 40 Democrats because they knew it was going to pass. We had all of us. We had 100% Republicans voted for citizenship in order to register and ID to vote. This is an 85-15, if not 90-10 general public position on this. Most people think that is required. When you go to vote, you hand your ID almost automatically. So they're calling this all kinds of names, discrediting it, and that's all it is. And what they're doing is they're voting. They're simply voting. So we don't know who it is that's placing their vote throughout our cities and communities and states. And they're voting to allow illegals to vote. That's what their vote was yesterday, and the American people need to understand it. It's unbelievable, and clearly we now know, without a doubt, the reason that our border's been open for under the Biden administration was simply to gain leverage in elections.
Yeah, and you look at a recent Gallup poll, and it shows that 84% of Americans believe that it's okay to show a voter ID. So I want to turn now to the fiery hearing on the Hill yesterday. Attorney General Pam Bondi was in the hot seat, as you know, with the House Judiciary Committee, and unsurprisingly, it turned into a lot of political theater. Let's take a quick listen.
You have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign.
For goodness sakes, this is pathetic. This is pathetic, Mr. Chair.
You're not answering the question. You do a Jekyll and Hyde kind of routine around here.
Convict some of these perpetrators that rape these women that are sitting behind you, that you refuse to even acknowledge they are here.
Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I am reclaiming my time.
And I loved that the Attorney General asked them that question, pointing out, where was all of this anger during 4 years of Joe Biden? What did you make of what we saw play out yesterday?
Well, Charlotte, I think you just hit it on the head. Obviously, this is, again, a political chicanery on their part, very sadly, because it's some serious issues here. For 4 years under Garland, they were silent on it. All of a sudden, it becomes an issue. They saw it was something that intrigued the American public, so they're trying to use it as leverage. When meanwhile, the only thing that's coming out is the big ugly bills, including Bill Clinton and Bill Gates. right? And others that are showing up within this, within the so-called documents. Look, Pam Bondi, they have millions of documents. They're trying to do the best they can, redact things that protect the innocent. As President Trump said from the very beginning, and again, his name was in there. He was at parties. I mean, it seems like everybody ran into this Epstein character somewhere along the way in the 90s and the early 2000s, before he was criminalized and everything else. But what he said from the very beginning, if there's anything credible and if there's anything in here there that should be held back to protect the innocent, but if there's anything illegal, it should come out. It should be unredacted. And he's been saying that for years now. So that's what needs to be done. They are posturing on this, and sadly, they're proving once again their main focus is to get Donald Trump, because nothing was done about this. Epstein died in 2019. They had literally 4 years during the Biden administration. They had the FBI, they had the DOJ, and they did nothing.
Yeah, big ugly bills. I'm going to have to remember that one, Congressman. All right, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.